This is the English Murli of the 16th of March 2026. Essence. Sweet children, you have received unique directions for salvation. Renounce all bodily religions and become soul-conscious. Constantly remember me alone. Question. Which question should you ask those who say that God is beyond name and form? Answer. Ask them. In the Gita, it says that Arjuna had a vision of infinite light and that he asked for it to be stopped because he was unable to tolerate it. So how can God be beyond name and form? Baba says, I am your father. A child would be happy to see his father's form. How could he say that he couldn't tolerate that? Song. God is standing at your doorstep. O devotee, fill your apron. Om Shanti. Devotees sing, we have become very poverty-stricken. O Baba, fill the aprons of all of us. Devotees continue to sing this for birth after birth. There is no devotion in the Golden Age. There are pure deities there. Devotees can never be called deities. After taking rebirth, the deities who are residents of heaven become the residents of hell, worshippers, devotees, and poverty-stricken. The Father sits here and explains to you children. Not a single human being knows the Father. Only when the Father comes can he give his own introduction. Only God is called Baba. There is the one God for all the devotees. All are devotees. People who go to church are also definitely devotees. At this time, all are impure and tamo-pradhan, and this is why they all call out, Purifier of the impure, come. O Baba, fill the aprons of us devotees. Devotees ask God for wealth. What do you children ask for? You say, Baba, make us into the masters of heaven. There is limitless wealth there. There are palaces studded with diamonds and jewels. You now know that you are to receive your inheritance of the kingdom from God. This is the true Gita. That is not the Gita. They have written those religious books, etc., for the path of devotion. God didn't give them this knowledge. God teaches you Raja Yoga at this time in order to change you from ordinary humans into Narayan. There would definitely be subjects with the king. There would not just be Lakshmi and Narayan, there would be the whole kingdom. You children now understand who God is. No other human beings know him. The Father says, you speak of God the Father. So tell me, what is the name, form, land, and time period of your God the Father? They neither know God nor his creation. The Father comes and says, I come at the confluence age of every cycle. Only I, the Creator, come and tell you the secrets of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the whole of creation. Some people say that he is beyond name and form, and that he therefore cannot come. You know that the Father has come. The birthday of Shiva, the incorporeal one, is remembered, and the birthday of Krishna is also remembered. People should know when it is the birthday of Shiva, just as Christians know when Christ took birth and when he established that religion. This refers to Bharat. When does God fill the aprons of Bharat? Devotees call out, "O God, fill our aprons. Take us into salvation, because we are in degradation and tamopradhan." Souls experience everything through their bodies. People, sages and holy men, etc., say that souls are immune to the effect of action. They say that good and bad sanskars are in each soul. It is on the basis of this that souls take birth. Then they say that souls are immune to the effect of action. There isn't a single intelligent person who can explain this. There are also innumerable opinions about this. Those who sulk with their homes and families go and create scriptures. There is only the one Srimad Bhagavad Gita. The shlokas, the verses, written by Vyas, were not spoken by God. Incorporeal God, who is the ocean of knowledge, sits here and explains to you children that God is one. The people of Bharat do not know this. They sing that the ways and means of God are unique. Acha, which ways and means are unique? Who said that the ways and means of God are unique? It is the soul that says this. The directions that he gives for salvation are called Srimad. I come every cycle and tell you, Man Manabhav. Renounce all the religions of the body and become soul conscious. Constantly remember me alone. You are now becoming deities from human beings. The aim and objective of this Raja Yoga is to become Lakshmi and Narayan. There is no other school where you could become a king by studying. Only in the Gita does it say, I teach you children Raja Yoga. Only when none of the kings have any kingdoms do I come. Not a single human being knows me at all. Baba says, the big Shivalingam that you children have made is not my form. People say that God is an eternal, infinite light, and that he is very bright. Arjuna saw this and said, stop it. I can't tolerate it any more. Oh, but how could it be possible that when a child sees his father, he says that he can't bear to see his form? A child would be happy to see his father, would he not? The father says, I don't have such a form. I am the Supreme Father, that is, I am God the Supreme Soul, who lives beyond. It is also remembered that God is the seed of the human world tree. Devotees praise him. No one praises him in the golden and silver ages, because there is happiness there. It is said that everyone remembers God at times of sorrow. and that no one remembers him at times of happiness. People don't understand the meaning of this. They simply continue to repeat it like parrots. When is there happiness, and when is there sorrow? This is a matter of Bharat. It was heaven 5,000 years ago, and it then reduced by 2 degrees in the Silver Age. There is no mention of sorrow in the Golden and Silver Ages. That is a land of happiness. Your mouth becomes sweet on saying, heaven. How can there be sorrow in heaven? It is said that there were devils such as Kans and Jarasandha, etc. there, but that is not possible. Devotees believe that they will have visions by doing intense devotion, and that to have a vision of God means to meet God. When they worship Lakshmi and have a vision of her, they believe that they have attained everything, and they become happy with just that. However, that is nothing. They only receive temporary happiness. They had a vision, and that was it. It isn't that they received liberation or liberation of life. Not at all. Baba has explained about the ladder and how Bharat is the highest on high. God is also the highest on high. It was Lakshmi and Narayan who received the highest inheritance in Bharat. When it was heaven, everyone was Sato Pradhan. And then, by the end of the Iron Age, everyone is Tamo Pradhan. They call out that they have become completely impure. The Father says, I come at the confluence age of the cycle to teach you Raja Yoga. No one knows me accurately, as I am or what I am. Among you too, you know me, number-wise, according to the efforts you make. Show them the picture of the ladder. This is the ladder of Bharat. There used to be deities in the Golden Age. Bharat became like that 5,000 years ago. In the scriptures, they have shown the duration of each cycle to be hundreds of thousands of years. The Father says, it is not hundreds of thousands of years, but only 5,000 years. The Golden and Silver Ages are a new world, and the Copper and Iron Ages are an old world. It is half and half. You people of Bharat lived in a new world. The Father explains, sweet children, you now know your birth. But there is no mention of a chariot, etc. Krishna is a prince of the Golden Age. That same form of Krishna cannot be seen except in a divine vision. He existed in the living form in the Golden Age. He cannot have that same form again at any other time. His name, form, land, and time period change. He takes 84 births. In 84 births, he receives 84 parents. He has different names, forms, and occupations. This is the ladder of Bharat alone. You are now the decoration of the Brahmin clan. The Father made you into deities in the previous cycle too. You used to perform the most elevated actions there. You were constantly happy for 21 births. Who then took you into degradation? I granted you salvation in the previous cycle, and you then definitely had to come down while taking 84 births. You took 8 births in the Sun Dynasty, 12 births in the Moon Dynasty, and continued to come down in this way. You were worthy of worship, deities, and you have now become worshippers. Bharat has now become poverty-stricken. God speaks. You were 100% pure and solvent, ever healthy and ever wealthy. There was no mention of disease or sorrow. It was a land of happiness. That is called the Garden of Allah. God established the garden. Those who were deities have now become thorns. It has now become a jungle. Thorns in a jungle prick you. The Father says, lust is the greatest enemy. Conquer it. It has caused you sorrow from the time it began, through the middle, to the end. To use the sword of lust on one another is the greatest sin. The Father sits here and gives his own introduction. I am the Supreme Soul who resides in the Supreme Abode. I am called the Seed of the World, the Supreme Soul, the Father of all. All souls call out to the Father. O Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, just as you souls are like stars, so too Baba, the Supreme Soul, is also a star. He is no smaller or larger. The Father says, I am not thumb-shaped. I am the Supreme Soul, the Father of all you souls. He is called the Supreme Soul, the Knowledgeful One. The Father explains, I am the Knowledgeful One, the seed of the human world tree. Devotees say that I am the Supreme Soul, God, the truth, the living being, and the embodiment of bliss, the ocean of knowledge and the ocean of happiness. There is so much praise. If there were no name, form, land or time period, to whom would they call out? Sages and holy men relate scriptures of the path of devotion to you. I come and teach you Raja Yoga. The Father explains, you call me the ocean of knowledge, the purifier. You become master oceans of this knowledge. You also receive salvation through knowledge. Only the Father grants salvation to Bharat. The bestower of salvation for all is one. Who makes everyone degraded? Ravan. Who is explaining all of this to you? It is the Supreme Soul. A soul is extremely subtle, like a star. God too plays a part in the drama. He is the creator, director, and principal actor. The Father explains who the highest on high actor is. He is God, the highest on high, with whom all of you souls also reside. They say that God sends everyone down. This is also something to be understood. The drama is eternally predestined. The Father says, you call me the ocean of knowledge, the knower of the beginning, middle, and end of the whole world. The Father knows this one who studied the Vedas and scriptures. The Father says, I tell you the essence of all the scriptures through Prajapita Brahma. Brahma is shown emerging from the navel of Vishnu. Where did he emerge? Human beings definitely have to exist here. Brahma is shown emerging from the navel of Vishnu. Where did he emerge? Human beings definitely have to exist here. Brahma emerged from his navel, and then God sat here and explained through him the essence of all the Vedas and scriptures to you. He also explained his own name, form, land, and time period to you. He is the seed of the human world tree. No one knows how this tree is created, sustained, and then destroyed. This is called a variety tree. All of them come down number-wise at their own time. I am establishing the first deity religion because that religion doesn't exist now. The Father says, the intellect of everyone has become so degraded. People worship the deities, Lakshmi and Narayan, but they don't know anything about when it was their kingdom in this world. That deity religion of Bharat doesn't exist now. Only the images remain. Acha. To you sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bapdada. The spiritual Father says Namaste to you spiritual children. Essence for Dharana 1. Become master oceans of this knowledge and serve to purify the impure. Remember the essence of all the scriptures that the Father has explained to you and remain constantly cheerful. 2. Follow the Srimat of the One Father at every moment. Renounce all bodily religions and make effort to become soul-conscious. Blessing. May you merge all expansion into its essence and make your stage an elevated light and might house. In order to become a light and might house like the Father, when you see or hear about any situation, understand its essence and then practice merging it or transforming it in a second. Do not go into the expansion of why or what, because energy and time are wasted by going into any type of expansion. So merge all expansion and practice stabilizing in the stage of its essence. By doing this, you will be able to make many other souls experience the essence of all this knowledge in a second. Slogan. Make your attitude powerful and service will automatically increase. Avyak signal. Make your foundation of faith strong and remain constantly fearless and carefree. When your foundation of faith is strong, you easy yogis will then have a pure and gentle nature, an attitude of good wishes, and soul-conscious vision. A sparkle of easiness will be experienced in your activities and on your faces at every moment. So keep everyone's speciality in your awareness and be faithful with one another. And your intentions in any situation will change, if negative. Om Shanti.